Why use external configuration in Spring Boot projects? Have you ever wondered why external configuration is so important in Spring Boot projects? Let's break it down in a way that makes sense. When you work with Spring Boot, one of the key benefits is the ability to separate your configuration settings from your application code. This means you can use the same code base in different environments like development, testing, and production without making any changes to the actual code. Think about it. Managing environment-specific details such as database connections, server ports, and API keys can be a hassle if you have to change them in the code. With external configuration, you can simply modify a properties file or an environment variable. This makes it much easier to adapt your application to different settings without the need to rebuild it every time. Spring Boot supports various sources for external configuration. You can use properties files, YAML files, environment variables, or even command line arguments. This flexibility allows you to choose the method that works best for your project. You can inject these configurations into your application components using annotations like @value or bind them to strongly typed Java objects with @configuration properties. This not only improves type safety but also makes validation easier. By using external configuration, you keep your code clean and free from hard-coded values. For instance, if you need to change your database credentials, you can do so by updating the external configuration files or environment variables. This is especially handy when you deploy the same application across multiple environments. Spring Boot also has a specific order for loading configuration sources. This means that if you have multiple sources, later ones can override earlier ones. This feature gives you the flexibility to set environment-specific values without losing the default settings. For more advanced scenarios, you can integrate Spring Cloud Config. This allows you to centralize your configuration management by fetching settings from a remote server. This setup is particularly useful for distributed systems and microservices architectures, as it supports dynamic configuration updates and reduces the need to manage configuration files on individual servers. In summary, using external configuration in Spring Boot projects simplifies backend development. It promotes code reuse, makes managing environments easier, and supports scalable deployment practices. With this approach, developers can focus on building APIs, managing databases, and implementing server-side logic without embedding environment-specific details directly into the code.